What's going on, my E unit, my enigmatics, my followers, my peoples, my family, my subscribers? It's your boy, the heavyweight champ, Maverick the Enigma McLaurin, back at ya with a new tier list video. And today I decided, since it's so close to football season, I decided to rank the teams going into 2020. But you're probably thinking, Maverick, there's 5 tiers and 32 teams. How do you have one brain to, settle an opinion for this? Well, here's the thing. I'm not the only person. Oh, hold on. My guess, his connection kind of dropped. Hold on, I'm going to see if he can rejoin. But I have a guest joining me. We're going to get right into this. Give me a second, y'all. Today I have with me a special guest. His name is Q SpeaksFacts. Go ahead and subscribe to him on YouTube. Say what's up to the peoples, Q.
What's good with y'all, bro?
He's one of the most talented and one of the most bright young men I've ever laid my eyes upon. Pause. That sounds like I'm checking for, and I'm not. Y'all know I love the ladies, 100% straight, 100% heterosexual. But that's another video we can get into. And Atlas has joined the chat. What's up? See, I got him on Grand Live here. You know what I'm saying? So before we continues, let's go over the tiers, shall we? We have elite, meaning you guys are the cream of the crop. Like, this team is gonna dominate this year. Like, we expect this team to do big things. And then borderline elite, aka great, meaning you're not all the way elite yet, but you got some mad potential, and we still expect you to do good. Then you have the just good teams, meaning, you're good enough to make the cut, but, you got still a little bit of a ways to go before you determine yourself as elite. And then you have mediocre and or undercover trash, meaning you got some bright spots on your team, but, you just don't have enough. You're not necessarily playoff worthy. And then we have the last category, which is rebuilding and or just garbage. I think that's self-explanatory. We don't expect a lot out of you. You're just whack. So we're gonna go in order. Tennessee Titans. Where do we want to put the Tennessee Titans?
If you asking me, man, I want to put them in that what's that third category again?
Just good. Yeah, I think putting them in just good would be safe. You know what I'm saying? I think putting them in just good to be safe would be all right, because I can't really say, like, I know they made it to the AFC Championship last year, but I don't think they're gonna make it back there. But they're like good enough to get in the playoffs, so we're gonna put them in good. Like, they're just good.
Facts.
Kind of upset that they lost Jarrell Casey, though. Like, that was one of their best guys. Dolphins. I think this is kind of obvious. The Dolphins. Rebuilding. They're rebuilding.
Thank you.
They rebuilding. They're not trash necessarily, but because they did make some offseason moves to improve their roster, but they're in the middle of just rebuilding. Cleveland Browns.
What's that fourth column?
Let me zoom in. Mediocre or undercover trash? They're undercover trash. Not gonna key a cap.
Okay,
but part of me wants to put them in here. Part of me wants to put them in here, though.
In rebuild it, absolutely.
Yeah, I want to put them down here, because they're not there yet. They're getting there. I feel the same way about the Jaguars. They're rebuilding too. They're probably gonna have the worst record and just tank for Trevor Lawrence. Allegedly. The Detroit Lions. I want to put them in. Yeah, undercover garbage. Yeah, because they try to be like the Patriots.
Thank you.
They're trying to be like the Patriots. The worst part, what?
They're the worst part. They're like the worst version of the Patriots.
Thank you. And like, furthermore, Stafford keeps getting hurt, and every year I keep hearing about how the Lions are going to be such a great team. You know what I'm saying? But I don't trust their coach, and I don't trust Patriots when they leave the Patriots. So I'm gonna have to put them in undercover trash to me.
Facts.
Oh, my favorite team, Minnesota Vikings. I want to put them in good. Part of me,
That's what they at.
part of me thinks they're borderline elite, but I'm gonna just put them in just good because they can become an elite team. They have a lot of potential, but I think they're gonna be just good. Tampa Bay. What'd you say?
So do the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions had a lot of potential. They just don't live up to their expectation. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The closest they probably have 2015.
Yeah, I think that's the 2015-16 was the last time I think they made the playoffs. 2016-ish.
Yeah, like 2015 to 17.
Mm-hmm. And then
that was their best team.
Since then, they've been mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Tampa Bay though. Where are we gonna put Tampa? Elite? Yeah, we might as well. We might as well. I mean, they secondary is a little iffy, but everywhere else, like the front seven, the offensive line is kind of meh, but better quarterback, 3 great tight ends, 3 great running backs, 2 amazing dynamite receivers. They're gonna be elite this year. I feel it.
Obviously, the best wide receiver core in the league.
Yeah, arguably. Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, you're not stopping those guys. You're not stopping them. If you lock down one guy, you got to worry about the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
San Francisco.
Part of me wants to give them elite.
Yeah, I do want to give them
What's
elite.
that second part?
Borderline elite, great.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, they borderline. Like they did make it to the Super Bowl. I meant for that, and the fact that their defense is so stout. I want to give them elite status, but Jimmy Garoppolo makes this team borderline elite.
Facts.
That and
elite,
they
elite, but not elite enough.
Right. And top of that, Richard Sherman got burned by Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and then furthermore, they lost one of their best weapons, Emmanuel Sanders, this year in the offseason. So
tragic.
They also lost DeForest Buckner, so they go from elite to borderline elite. Atlanta Falcons.
But let me say this to the fans also, or the audience. If you was paying close attention to that Super Bowl, your man Richard Sherman, motherfucker got burnt like toast.
Burnt like toast. He sure was getting burnt.
Okay, Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, Atlanta Falcons.
Them motherfuckers ain't garbage, man.
They're not garbage per se. I'd rather put them in mediocre. I'd rather put them in mediocre. Know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna put them in mediocre because, you know what I'm saying? Julio Jones and Matt Ryan literally saved this team from being garbage. But personally, I think they need to rebuild.
I don't know.
What'd you say?
I said, and even that's not enough.
Right. It ain't. Baltimore. Baltimore.
Okay. Check this.
Give us a second.
I'm gonna give them.
If you're experiencing, we might be experiencing some technical difficulties on Q's part because he's in another house, apart from his own, where the Wi-Fi is not that good. What'd you say Baltimore was now, Q?
Borderline elite.
Borderline elite, yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why is it?
Because despite their talent, they have to show that they can get out of past the first round.
Right. They need to what the Ravens need to do is just win a damn playoff game. Under Lamar
Thank you,
Jackson.
period. Thank you, period.
Under Lamar Jackson. They still haven't won a playoff game.
Facts. And also, because I'm going to tell you something.
Q.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're coming. You're in.
All right. The Baltimore Ravens are basically like similar to what the Milwaukee Bucks are in the NFL.
Right. Borderline elite.
Thank you.
They're getting carried by one guy. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I'm not gonna knock them. They did really upgrade their roster heavily this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting them to do very good. Okay, Chicago Bears.
Chicago.
Where's Daniela Monet at when you need her? Chicago Bears.
Put them motherfuckers in the trash.
Just garbage. Just garbage.
One chance, 18-19.
Nah, 7. Yeah, right. 18-19. Yep. The double doink. The double doink. Remember the double doink?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Cincinnati. I don't want to put them. I'm gonna put them in this category too. Both Ohio teams are just garbage. Both Ohio teams are just garbage. I'm sorry. They need further rebuilding. Let's just say that. By the by, side note about Chicago, I do not trust Nick Foles. Unless he's wearing the Eagle uniform. Dallas.
You know what's crazy?
Go ahead. What's crazy? Give me.
The main star.
Who the main star?
No, I said out of all those teams that be wearing orange, be the main star of teams.
You're right. All teams that have orange in their color be the main garbage teams. I've noticed that. I just noticed that. Dallas Cowboys. Where do I want to put these guys? Dallas Cowboys. Part of me wants to put them in mediocre. Part of me wants to do that. But I think they're good. They're just good. I don't think they're borderline elite or elite. I think they're just good.
I'm going to tell you this. In case you got a Cowboys fan, the Cowboys will never reach their full potential.
They won't. Not with Mike McCarthy as their coach, I believe.
Thank you.
Because if you thought Jason Garrett was bad, McCarthy's even worse. Ask Aaron Rodgers. But I'm gonna put you guys, cause I love you. Not really. I'm gonna put you guys in just good. But you go behind. You guys go behind the Vikings and the Titans. Houston Texans.
Oh, shit.
They went in my
motherfucker.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Houston, I want to put them in good too because they lost DeAndre this offseason and they tried to replace him and they still haven't fired that dumb coach. I'm going to put them ahead of the Cowboys though because I got more faith in them than the Cowboys.
Damn! Cowboys got more experience though.
Yeah, they have better chemistry as a team, but they got a lot of new faces too, especially on that defense. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole lot of new faces.
But hey, it was needed.
Yeah, it was necessary. I will agree. It was necessary. Who's next? Indianapolis. Damn, Indianapolis. People are hyping this up because Phillip Rivers is over there, but I'm sorry. Indianapolis is mediocre, and at best, they're mediocre. I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna put you behind Atlanta. They're mediocre in my opinion because Phillip Rivers came off the worst season ever, and they signed Xavier Rose, who was a trash corner.
I'm gonna keep it real. The Colts, in my eyes, it's kind of like the Indiana Pacers in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see them do good, but it just ain't happening.
Right, it's just not happening. All right, who's next? Oh, the Los Angeles Rams. McVay fans, eat your heart out.
We all know they done went down.
Mm-hmm, sure did. I'm gonna say they're mediocre, but I'm gonna put them ahead of the Falcons. They're just mediocre. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're just mediocre. Furthermore,
Both
like
in the same position.
right, like I want to say because everybody got a hold of what offense McVay wants to run, and plus they lost that defensive coordinator. The only guy that's saving you from being garbage is Aaron Donald. That's the only guy that's saving these guys from being garbage.
And that's a defensive play.
I know, and that's sad. Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, and Robert Woods are saving these guys. And low-key Tyler Higbee. But y'all overpaid for that golf guy.
But facts. But hey, ain't that similar to J.J. Watt saving a check to his prime?
Oh, yes, definitely. Because they had trash quarterback at their trash quarterback for years.
Facts.
Okay, who's next? Los Angeles Chargers. I think this is too obvious. As much as I love Joey Bosa, you got to go in rebuilding, bro. Like, you got to go in rebuilding. You know what I'm saying?
These motherfuckers being in rebuilding.
Yeah, a lot of these.
What, 2005, 6?
Well, actually, they've been built. They're just not consistent in making playoff runs. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with them. They're not consistent enough.
Right, Chargers is like the Denver Nuggets of.
Right. Sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're not. You know.
Struggle to reach their full potential.
Right. We're moving on. Oh, the Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs. Do we need to even say? Do we even need to discuss this? I'll give you 2 words. Patrick Mahomes. Boom. Patrick Mahomes. And then on defense, 2 words. Honey Badger. Honey Badger.
Hey, the ketchup kid.
The ketchup kid. Plus, Kelsey is the best best tight end in football, in my opinion. I don't care how many people want to compare George Kittle to him. Kelsey's been better. And then Tyreek Hill is faster than any receiver on planet Earth. Hill is the fastest receiver ever.
You said Hill?
Tyreek Hill is the fastest receiver in the league, bro.
Facts. Ain't but if you try to run around that,
right. New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints. I think they might be an elite team too.
I'm gonna give them borderline elite.
Give them borderline? Why borderline?
Because they've had a chance at the 10.
You know what? You kind of have a point. Because they go on decent runs, but sometimes they have crappy luck.
Huh. I feel sorry for New Orleans.
Yeah, I feel sorry for them too. You know what I'm saying? But to me, the fact that what I could argue is they keep giving us 10-win seasons consistently, and that's why, I'm gonna just leave them in elite. You know what I'm saying? They consistently put up 10-win seasons despite, coming up short every playoffs. I'm gonna give them elite because they keep giving us 10-win seasons in a row. New York Giants.
And hey, and real talk, no, let me just say, you can give them that, but they have to earn that so they can get to the Super Bowl.
Right. They do. They do. All right, moving on. New York Giants. Dang, New York Giants. I'm gonna put y'all in just garbage. There's some guys I like. I like Saquon Barkley. I like Evan Ingram. I like Darius Slayton. I even like Daniel Jones. It's that defense that I'm scared of. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared about that defense. Like that, they need to rebuild. They need to rebuild. Y'all can keep Jabril Peppers. Y'all can keep him, but everybody else, they need to go.
Hey, you say you scared of that defense?
Hey, I'm scared for them. I'm not scared of that defense. I'm scared for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You scared of them, not in the good way.
Right, not in the good way. Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia. Where do I want to put Philadelphia? I'm leaning in between good and mediocre. You know what? Cause they coach, man, I'm gonna have to put them in good. Cause they had a lot of potential to become a dynasty, but you know what I'm saying? It just ain't work. But because of that, they're just good. And plus, Philly, in my opinion, they have a lot of potential, but you know, Carson Wentz, you can't rely on him if he's always hurt. He plays like a top 10 QB when healthy, but when he's hurt, you're down in the dirt. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put it like this: Eagles are what the Cowboys are trying to do.
Right, exactly.
Super Bowl experience.
Mm-hmm.
A good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But don't know how to take the potential. At least Philly has shown that potential.
Right.
And got a ring, got up there.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, shit.
They have nothing to show for it, for their potential. They have nothing to show for it.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Next.
Oh my Steeler Nation. Don't hate me. Don't hate me that your team's not elite.
I'm gonna give them motherfuckers good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them good because Ben Roethlisberger got hurt last year, and I think they'll bounce back. And furthermore, you got to give respect to Mike Tomlin.
Facts, because they turned the season around this year. Show
did. Because they almost went to the playoffs. Actually, they almost did. If they didn't lose.
But if this was like 2008, 10,
I would put them in elite. Yeah, if this was 2008 Steelers, 2009 Steelers, 2010, I'd put them in elite.
Yeah, especially Big Ben.
Right.
But he going down.
Yeah, we'll see how good he fares. See if Juju Smith-Schuster has a recovery year.
Facts. And then on top of that, he coming off of an injury too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's a we'll see, but I got faith in their defense with T.J. Watt and one of my favorite safeties, Minkah Fitzpatrick. I think they'll do decently. Denver.
Shit. I'm gonna give them rebuild.
Yeah, I think they're still in the middle of rebuilding. I'm not gonna lie, their roster has improved a lot. I just don't expect too much out of them right now.
Yeah, they on step one.
Yeah.
And you know what's so bad about it?
What's so bad?
Them motherfuckers just put the S in it.
Right. Right.
Oh boy.
Okay, the Green Bay Packers.
Oh. It hurts me to say it.
As a team, I think they're undercover trash.
Thank you.
As a team,
but they have elite talent.
They have elite talent.
On paper.
Mm-hmm. They have elite talent, but as a team, they're undercover trash. And I'm not gonna knock them for going 13-3, but that was all Aaron Rodgers. And that defense doing so good. But like,
I'm gonna tell you,
They don't have the roster strength, in my opinion, to keep up. You know what? I'll bump them up to good, but I'll put them on the lower end of good because I feel like they'll still finish with a decent record, but still, they are undercover trash to me.
Rodgers.
Huh?
As long as they got Rodgers.
Right. But they had a crappy draft this season, though. I'm not gonna cap. Who's next?
I want to say something though.
Go ahead.
About the Packers especially. First of all, Aaron Rodgers, I see why they say he's the LeBron of NFL.
Sure is.
And great guy, but always has to carry a bad team. But he gets the job done. But always comes up with.
Right. He leads them to the river, but doesn't lead them across to the promised land.
Also,
you're cutting again. He's cutting again, y'all. Hold on. You're cutting again.
Yeah, I said I wanted to. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cavs are like, Packers are like the Cavs, and then there's something like the Celtics.
Low key, they are. Funny how both those teams were green. Anywho,
Facts.
Dude, let me before we move on, let me ask you something. Don't you feel like the Lions are low key the NFC's version of the Browns?
Hell yeah.
Exactly my point. We're moving on. Carolina. We want to put Carolina. I think Carolina has just gone into a rebuilding phase, but they're not terribly rebuilding. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you something. Carolina Panthers without Cam Newton is basically what the Houston Rockets would be without James Harden.
Facts. Not gonna lie, because I don't think Bridgewater can carry this team a long way. Plus, Kuechly just retired, so they might end up finishing last in their division. We don't know. But moving forward, who we got? The Las Vegas Raiders, formerly Oakland Raiders. They finally moved to Vegas. I think they're just rebuilding too.
That's why they're rebuilding.
I think they just rebuilding too. And not to say I hate Derek Carr, but he has a terrible record as a starter. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga, man, he has potential.
Yeah, he had potential. He was an MVP candidate before he got hurt.
Yeah, you know what I want to call him?
Mm-hmm. What do you want to call Derek Carr?
The Kyrie Irving of NFL.
The Kyrie Irving of NFL. What? Q, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, good. Okay, I had to put my sock on because I'm a little itchy. Washington Redskins. Well, formerly they're formerly the Redskins. Now they call themselves the Washington Football Team. They didn't upgrade this yet, but the Washington Football Team. Rebuilding. They're rebuilding. I didn't mean to put that up there. I did not mean to put that up there, tier maker. Come on, tier maker. They're rebuilding. Not gonna cap. They're rebuilding.
To me, they're like the Wizards.
Yeah, and they play for the same city. Mike, what's good? Arizona Cardinals. They're in the midst. Huh?
If that's me, I'm putting them fuckers in trash. Here's why.
Undercover trash?
Because 15, 16, what moves have they made after that?
Nah, they haven't done.
Besides getting that quarterback.
I think the argument here is they added DeAndre Hopkins to a developing offense and they've added
Yeah,
plus
that too.
plus they have the most underrated pass rusher, and his name is Chandler Jones. The secondary needs a lot of work because Patrick Peterson's getting slower. But they have Buda Baker, and I like Buda Baker.
And they did get rid of Tyler Matthew and sent him to the Chiefs.
I know. They couldn't pay Tyrann Matthew, so he spent 1 year in Houston, and then he spent another year in Kansas, and now he's staying with Kansas. You know what I'm saying?
All of that. So now he's a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, where he should be. Where he should be. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo Bills.
I want to give them rebuilding so bad.
I wouldn't necessarily do that because they did have a decent playoff run. Like they almost beat the Texans, but because of that, I'm gonna put them in good because they almost had it. They were like one weapons away. They traded for the Vikings Stephon Diggs, and we got a crap load of their draft picks because of it. And with that, you know, I'm gonna have to put them in good.
Back.
Seattle Seahawks. I'm gonna say borderline elite.
Okay, you say this.
You know what? Because that,
Yes.
I'm putting them in borderline elite. Seahawks are borderline elite.
Cause they like the Toronto Raptors in the NFL.
Facts. Toronto Raptors low-key borderline elite too. Like if this was an NBA list, I'm gonna do one when after the finals are over, do just like this, and I'm gonna put the Toronto Raptors in borderline elite. Okay, 2 more teams left. We got the New York Jets. They just garbage to me. Like I don't care. They just garbage. Been garbage.
Yes.
Like dude, is this even a question?
Hell no.
Funny
how the best team in New York has the less clout.
Right.
Which is Buffalo.
Right. They don't have no clout. Buffalo has no clout until now. It's been always the Giants and the Jets. Especially the Giants. Because of doggone Lawrence Taylor, and then you had Eli Manning beating the Patriots twice, and then Odell Beckham breaking the internet.
Right. Because of the one-hand cat and all that stuff.
Right. And then last but not least, we have the New England Patriots. This is my favorite AFC team. This is my favorite AFC team, by the way.
That's my favorite team, period.
Yeah.
But I want to do this. I want to give them good.
Okay. We can put them in good. I think.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why is that?
Because we come from a humble culture.
Yup.
And on top of that, we have a humble quarterback.
Somewhat.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
I think since he's past 30, he's been matured a little bit. Being injured and all that taught him some things.
True that, but and Cam's always been pretty narcissistic in a way.
Not gonna lie. Carolina has that, toxicity within their culture. Not gonna lie.
I just seen it in that 15, 16 season.
Mm-hmm.
They became so narcissistic, and that karma bit them in the ass.
Yeah, because the season after they went to Super Bowl, I think they went like 8-8.
No, that motherfucker went 6-10.
Damn. Yeah, that was terrible. But yeah, okay, that's it for the I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're done. Let's recap. The elites, we have Buccaneers, Kansas City Chiefs, and the New Orleans Saints. Borderline elite, we have the 49ers, the Baltimore Ravens, the Seattle Seahawks. The good teams, Tennessee Titans, my Minnesota Vikings, Houston Texans, Pittsburgh Steelers, Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, Buffalo Bills, Green Bay Packers, New England Patriots. I find it funny. Both Pennsylvania and both Texas teams are good teams. Mediocre and or undercover trash: Los Angeles Rams, Atlanta Falcons, Indianapolis Colts, Arizona Cardinals, Detroit Lions. And rebuilding or just plain garbage, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, Miami Dolphins, Las Vegas Raiders, Washington Football Team, New York Giants, Cincinnati Bengals, Los Angeles Chargers, Cleveland Browns, Denver Broncos, Chicago Bears, Carolina Panthers, and New York Jets. Man, there's a lot of teams that are just garbage. Hey, we triggered somebody in the chat because MFJ 1990 is a Falcons fan.
Oh, it'll be all right, bro.
Anyways, yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? E-Unit, you know I got big love for y'all, man. Shout out Q SpeaksFacts for joining me. Go ahead and sub to him, man. If y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead, leave that like, leave that comment. You know, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see y'all later. Remember, heal yourselves first, be a better you, and I'm out this thing. We out. Deuces.